The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.
I just noticed that.
Did that old ass blue ass curtain?
Yeah,
that shit been gone.
It's a classic.
I know. Is that the last thing left from the black curtain? I think that might be it, y'all.
I think that curtain was made out of an old WWF ring. Remember that little ringside had the little blue curtain?
Yeah, the little fake velvet type shit.
Mean jeans about to pop out from behind that motherfucker.
Nah, nigga, it looked like a big ass pair of drawers, nigga.
This motherfucker said that curtain.
125 waist, nigga.
125 waist. What the fuck?
It's like the dressing room at the swap meet.
The dressing room. That shit is ranky dank, nigga.
Niggas gonna get tailored at the swap meet?
Hey, dude,
yeah.
Dude, you go in those dressing rooms, violation station, dude. Niggas be looking all up in that motherfucker.
That curtain is like where they go behind the counter offering at church.
Like, we'll be right back.
Brother Deacons be looking like, hold on.
Man. Yeah, you hold right there.
Y'all hold on.
we handling business.
I remember one nigga counted the offering right in front of us.
Really?
He just divvied it up right in front of us.
Ooh, what you mean?
Like he just after they took the offering, he just stepped to the side and 5s, 10s, 20s, and then passed a note to the pastor and he said, offering short.
Offering is short.
Offering is short. We're going to have to do this again. Was you there?
Somebody's holding back.
I know this one church I played the drums at. I know I was at the wrong church. When the homie paid me, he licked his thumb first. Old black men, they make that money loud when they snap it.
Man, that nigga was reminiscent of his number running days, man. He was repenting, man.
He counting that money like a motherfucking former. He was like a former numbers runner. That's how he was counting it.
Exactly. Old habits are hard to break, man. They hard to break, dude. You can't just stop using your thumb with your spit on it, dude. That shit don't stop. It take a while, man. Nigga be reading books like that and shit.
That's when you know you're messing with a real one when they do that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a real one.
Because the old one, but this my thing is, before they counted, them old niggas always stare at you in your right. They stare at you right in your eye. Mm-hmm. They look at you like, Pull that water out real slow. Stare at you again.
Yeah.
Unfold the money. And counting angry than a motherfucker too. Old black men, why y'all counting money so angry?
And look, they know the type of bill it is without looking at it, man. They know if it's a 5, it's a 20, if it's a 1. Them motherfuckers got touch.
They know.
They got touch censorship, man.
It's funny.
Funny, man. All right, look, man, thanks for joining Mike Robertson Boulevard. What's cracking?
Yeah.
I'm Mike Robertson. I'm your host tonight.
Word up.
To the left, I got my co-host, Mr. Melrose Uncut, the what?
Most interesting comic in the world. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very well.
All right, and then to my right, I got my main man, Mr. DeJuan Encyclopedia Brown.
DeJuan Brown, that is, yes.
DeJuan Brown.
How y'all doing?
Yes,
y'all good?
Man. You know what's funny, man? That's a dope name for you, man, and it's fitting and shit. But I'm kind of like tired of your facts and shit, man. I don't want to hear no more encyclopedia shit.
Cool.
Don't dig.
Your Wikipedia.
Yeah. I want to hear. I don't want to be educated. I want to hear the words of an educated man. How about that?
That sounds like some of the dumbest shit I've never heard in my goddamn
He just lost the fuck out of me.
I know, man. I'm fucking
what the fuck
freestyling.
this nigga talking.
I don't want to hear
Anyway, I bet you my listeners got that shit, man. I bet they did.
Nah, they didn't.
All right, man. They did it. Melrose started a new show. Can we get a hand clap for Melrose?
All right.
What's it called, Melrose?
3.5 Kings.
3.5 Kings.
Yes.
Wow, that's a dope name.
Yeah, 3.5 Kings.
Damn, who's the half and shit?
We still trying to figure out the half part.
The half?
But it sounded hip. So
You
we
got
went
like a
with it.
little half nigga on your belt and shit?
I think the half king might be our guest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're not sure if they
Oh, they
fully
can't be
kinged
fully
up.
kinged
Yeah,
up?
we're not sure.
Ah, okay. Dope. No, so who's on this show with you?
It's me and my two sons, Mousy and Mr. Uncut, young Melrose.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Mr. Uncut, he hold that name too?
He does.
Ain't that special?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's Mr. Uncut.
What's up?
All right, man. Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
And what day does it come on?
Mondays from 10 to 11, I believe our time is. 10 to 11 on Mondays.
You believe.
I believe.
He believes.
That's a
the
fact.
one. He believes.
That's a good barber time because anybody really getting their hair cut.
I know.
10 to 11. It ain't really going to either doesn't happen or it ain't going to happen yet.
Yeah, they can wait.
Until 11:30.
A Monday cut can always wait.
Until
Yeah,
11:30.
Monday
Yeah.
cuts always can't wait.
Yeah, Monday cut
You
can
get
wait.
your hair cut on a Monday, you got all day, generally.
Yeah, you do, man. All right, man. We got some exciting stuff for y'all today.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. We're going to talk about what's trending first. Then we're going to talk about our good friend Omarosa, who is trending highly.
Wow.
I must talk about her. And then we're going to talk about the spook who sat by the door, a famous book written in the 60s. And you will see the relevance. Also, we're going to talk about, can you trust your employees? Can you trust them? And then we're going to do dopest wackest, and then we out of here. All right? Y'all ready for that?
Yeah.
First thing first, man. I want to throw condolences to one of our comedy legends,
Okay.
Simply Marvelous. You heard her? You heard
I've
that
heard
she
her
passed
sin-
away?
I did not know that.
I heard she passed away
Yeah, like today or yesterday.
a couple days ago, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to just throw a shout out to her family and you know, her fans and everybody, man, because she put in work, man. She was part of that early 90s and even 80s clique of
that
ladies
boom, yeah.
that really pushed that line, man.
Marsha
and put that work.
Warfield, Thea Vidal,
Oh,
they were in
damn.
that same class.
Exactly.
No doubt, no
Exactly.
doubt.
So
Yeah.
she passed away, man. Want to give some love to her.
Our deepest condolences.
Next one trending, man, is Aretha Franklin, man.
They said that she in
Oh,
hospice.
she in hospice, man. Not doing too well, man. Look at her, man.
Beautiful.
Think back of when she was beautiful, man, and vibrant. And,
Aretha is her own school of music. Like, I want to hear her voice then on today's audio equipment.
how about
Because
that?
when you listen to "Ain't No Way," that mic is struggling. The mic is like, "Bitch, you singing too loud." The mic couldn't take it. That's how good her voice was. Like,
Dude.
I would love to hear her with today's audio equipment.
Can we say that Aretha Franklin truly has the best singing voice, period, in the game?
I don't want to.
I'm not sure if we can say that.
I can't call
know we
nobody
said-
the best,
know
but I
she's
will
sick.
say this. I won't call anybody the best.
Who fades her?
But I will say this: she has her own school of music. When I say her own school of music, her students with Whitney Houston.
I was gonna say, like,
Mary J.
Whitney.
Blige, all these people, all these singers that have come. Chaka Khan trying to do her sound.
Wait a minute. I heard a little something though. Hold
What?
on. Did you say?
I would say Whitney.
you said Whitney
I would-
fades her?
I would say Whitney fades her.
Oh
I
man!
would say that. I would dare to say
Can we
that.
get a caller? 323-293-3375. Whitney fades her. Oh, are you agreeing?
I think they're different. Like when it comes to it,
If
like
somebody's fading
they're
somebody.
different. Aretha's power and Whitney's more like crisp and clean. They're different tones, different styles.
That's right. They are.
They're
But-
different styles.
But you could think that one is better.
It's like comparing a sprint runner to a marathon runner. It's like they both run, but they do way different.
Kareem said it best. You know, there is no best.
There is no
we
best.
all played in different circumstances.
Well,
with
who's up
different
in?
people?
Yeah,
under
I'm
different
I love them
times,
both.
So who's in that league? Let's just say who's in that league. Aretha
Of
Franklin.
singers?
Yeah, that's
Voice
really
vocals?
that's really top level. Who are they?
Okay, we got Aretha Franklin, we got Whitney, Shaka Khan,
Shaka Khan.
you got Gladys Knight,
you got
Stephanie
Patti
Mills,
LaBelle.
Stephanie Mills. We got to talk about her too.
Who? Stephanie
So,
Mills.
did you
Something
see
wrong
how
with
she?
Stephanie?
No, she clapped back at that dude Sam, that the white dude, that R&B singer. What's his name? Sam what? That white R&B singer. He had that.
Oh,
that hit.
With
his
the
name?
Pharrell song?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Whatever the white dude's name is, he irrelevant. He tried to diss Michael Jackson, saying I ain't like Michael Jackson like that. And Stephanie Mills went in like, look, this is you motherfucking white culture vultures be coming in trying to do our music and
Man,
then gonna diss our music. You
His
can't
whole
diss
damn routine is damn near.
Sam Smith.
His whole damn routine is Michael Jackson.
Stephanie
You can
Smith-
find Michael Jackson in his routine.
Stephanie Mills checked him.
Please.
Shouts out to Stephanie Mills.
Yeah, and Michael Jackson is in everybody's routine. That's right, man.
But I didn't mean,
The only
I
routine
didn't mean to
that
get
a
off
nigga
the subject.
Nah, you ain't off. All right, man. So
Singers.
anyway, I was just trying to think of who else was on that level. I think we kind of named it.
It's a lot more.
It's
so
an
many more.
elite.
It's so many from the
I mean,
80s.
there's like Ella Fitzgerald. You got to think
Ma
about.
Rainey, you got Bessie Smith, you got Lady Day, you got I'm drawing Patty Austin.
No,
There's so many of them.
Let me ask this question.
You got
Let's ask who-
Ashanti.
Oh, this nigga
Hell
said
no.
Ashanti.
Don't forget Ashanti. Nigga.
Man, you might as well.
Ashanti.
He might as well throw in Tweet and shit.
And Rihanna.
Don't forget Ashanti.
Brandy and shit. Throw in Brandy and her brother, nigga. Brandy and Ray J, nigga. All right, man. Nah, man. Look, Aretha, there's people out here that love what you did and love who you are, and you seem to be a very beautiful person. I never met you or anything like that, but through your music, you touch souls, man.
Yes.
So I want to just give you that prop right
Yeah.
now. We're going to keep it moving. Next, in the tune or in the spirit of singers, trending very heavily is the miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Oh, yeah, Robert Glasper.
Man, producers are coming out of woodwork talking about, hey, she didn't produce that album.
Nope.
They produced the album, and she didn't give them the credit. And she took all the credit.
Why wait so
So
long?
I would say this, man. I heard about this story, bro, way back when it happened, like around whatever.
98.
2000.
97, 98.
Right, oh, exactly.
It came out then that she didn't write it.
It came like right around the time whenever Wyclef album came out, he kind of broke the hate on. He was hating on her and kind of broke it. I think at least that's when I heard it. But I've been knowing, that like fools are saying like, her position is this: everybody in here is paid for hire. I tell you what to play, I tell you what to do, and they lay it and they lock it, and you out. Yeah, that's her position. And then their position is like, nah, we was doing
and let's
shit.
go to the background story on it. Let's get the audience a background story.
Go for it.
Today, Robert Glasper, producer extraordinaire Robert Glasper, was on the radio, 4-time Grammy winner, talking about an incident he had with Lauryn Hill. He was on the 97 AM FM in Houston. Okay. And basically, what happened was Lauryn Hill wanted him to audition. He was like, "I'm not going to audition. I'm already signed." But so she ended up letting him into the band, and they had a gig here in LA, $500,000 for a 20-minute gig. And then when the gig came, they had a week of rehearsals, and he said Lauryn Hill kept changing the set list up every day. She comes to the rehearsal every day saying the set is going to be a new set list. So then the day before the show came, she went to the band members and said, "All right, I don't like the way y'all sound, so I'm going to cut y'all pay in half for tomorrow's gig." Mind you, she getting paid $500,000 for a 20-minute set. And so
they didn't like that.
Yeah, so Robert Glasper walked off.
Right.
And then so he ended up getting his money out of it. And then he said at the end of the day, look, she's acting like a bitch, but I'm cool with Stevie Wonder, Herbie Hancock, Quincy Jones. People got all these hits, and you basically got one album. You ain't got the catalog that had that kind of attitude.
Yeah, he said that. He clowned her on that. I heard that.
And then from there, he went in talking about how, like, basically like what you were saying, the musicians get paid to play, but you can't just come in the day before a gig and say, "I'm gonna cut your money in half."
Yeah,
she pulled that. And she's been doing it for a lot of musicians I've been hearing for a lot of years.
I think the thing is, man, she's more loony than anything, man. She's like loony, dude. She's losing it, I think, man. She's bipolar and shit. And
missing concert dates still.
So it's like, if you sign up to work with her, man, you got to have some expectations, man. Right, that some shows ain't going to happen. Y'all going to be hella late. You're going to be changing up shit, man. That's just
the
seems like the
excitement
way
of
it
music
is.
business, man, and being in a situation like that. That's what you fucking train for, man.
Is that right?
Shit.
Yes, that's what you train for. The on-the-fly shit. You know what I'm saying?
Quick.
The on-the-fly shit. Like,
you gotta be flexible.
All that shit we practice, forget about it. Forget about it. I'm sending you 2 songs on the email right now. That's what we're doing. 5 minutes for the show.
Melrose.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be ready. That's that hip hop shit right there, baby. Look, KRS-One will tell you in the last second, nigga. Kill all that shit we was gonna do, nigga. Get that MPC out, nigga, and let's go.
Freestyle.
Yeah. So you got to be ready. But anyway, when people are not getting paid, man, and people are not getting their credit, that really affects people sometimes more than the money. You know what I mean? When you're not getting your credit.
You're not getting your credit because at the end of the day, Lauryn Hill, the album was a masterpiece, but she tried to act like she was the only one that did it.
Yeah.
And it's other people that put their hard sweat, work, and tears in it.
Yeah.
You know,
at the end of the day.
At least be like Beyonce. Beyonce act like it's hers, but she paid the people who ghost wrote it and take the credit at least.
She didn't know it was going to be that big. I don't think she had the finances at that point to go big on the payments. Yeah. I don't think she had the finances.
That's true.
She didn't have a Beyonce budget.
Well, look,
that's true.
She was skimming off the top. She was skimming off the top.
But look, at the time, the label didn't even believe in her. The label didn't even believe in her. They were like, the Fugees was good, and your shit ain't even that hot. They didn't.
And I say all that's cool, so give people their credit.
Still,
the average song, most songs take 5 to 6 people to put together anyway.
Yeah, you got to give
like
it the
so.
credit,
It ain't like you be doing something different. Everybody's songs are like
I think it's just the feel of making people believe I did this by myself. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
There's something special about
because it was such a masterpiece. Like you said, damn, it's better.
Yeah. She had to because she had so much to prove. Look, she couldn't go in there and say this shit was produced by the fucking Dream Team.
And that's probably why it's sold too. It's like her putting them little extras on it. Like I did this.
Look,
a black woman
without white clef.
If Michael Jackson can give credit, you can give credit, bitch.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. All right, man. This shit right here, this next item, y'all, is crazy, man, on the trending charts, man.
What's that?
The word Pennsylvania is trending. So I click on it to see what the hell it is, and there's 300 predatory priests in the church had basically molested over 1,000 victims, dude, and they was protected by the church, and it just all blew up. 300 priests, dude.
Wow, that's crazy.
In Pennsylvania. Can you imagine?
In one state.
That seemed like damn near probably the whole state. Exactly. Yeah. Do they have more than 300 in Pennsylvania? You know what I mean? Them churches be spread out, dude.
And the crazy thing is that the previous pope got removed for his complicit activities and this stuff, and the current pope who's known for moving around different people when they that Catholic Church, man, they've been raping motherfuckers since inception.
But look, if you think about, dude, protecting 300 motherfuckers, dude, you know how hard that is, dude, to protect one person? Like, dude, don't nobody say nothing, man. Think of 300, dude. That's just like an incestuous culture.
Everybody knows that. Like the nickname is Pennsylvania down there. That's what they call it.
Pennsylvania. That's pretty good, dude.
This is just new to you, bro.
Right, dude. Exactly. Everybody knows, man. They do marches.
It's just a penis pull. Relax.
Hey, come in here and lift up my robe.
It's fucked up. Pennsylvania.
Lift up my robe. Nah, man, these fuckers are crazy.
They've been doing that shit forever, though, man.
Man, they have, dude.
The Catholic Church, that's their thing. Now, that boy booty, that's what they get down on.
Do you let your kids
They used to allow the priests to get married, too, back in the day. They stopped that shit.
Melrose, do you let your fucking kids keep going there, though?
Hell no.
Just because they removed them?
You don't let your kids go there.
No?
No.
You don't? I mean, because you bought into, like, the word and shit from God, not really those people.
You just don't let your kids go to a school where that kind of activity is rampant.
You don't go. You don't do that, man. Hey, man, on recess time, dude, if you stay in the class and you're not in detention, man, it's a problem.
Right. No more looking for quarters in his pocket, okay?
Yeah, man, none of that shit. I know, man. Let's move on. This shit ain't nothing funny about that shit, man. Next, man, let's talk about the number one item that was trending today earlier, which was Omarosa.
Omarosa?
Omarosa.
She's back?
Don't put a Z in it.
Omarosa.
She looked like her name is Stanley.
Is what?
She looks like her name is Stanley.
Stanley?
Yeah, that's how she looked. She looked like Charlie Murphy.
Stanley Treetop.
She dropped some tweets on Trump or what?
Man,
what
basically what's happening, man, is
got to do with Trump. I know it do.
It does have to do with Trump.
I know it do.
She basically, man, is spilling a lot of beans right now, man.
That's what I'm figuring.
She's talking about how everybody in the White House lies for him.
Oh, she's telling us a whole bunch of shit that we already know.
But nobody said it yet. You know what I mean? Nobody inside said it yet. Nobody said it yet.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's a book. It's April Ryan. She has a book that came out. And this other white dude has a book coming out next month.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't up on that. I wasn't up on that.
Encyclopedia here, man.
I'm sorry.
About the books before they was even written.
Exactly. He's got them in the car.
There's a nigga about to write a book.
How you got the books in the car?
I am not buying that bitch's book.
Nah, man, I wouldn't buy the book either. But let me tell you what's interesting, though, man. I feel like she's got a book coming out today.
Oh, okay.
Coming out today. And the thing about her, dude, is that the way she acts right now is the same way she always acted on The Apprentice, man. She was like aggressive and like a little like, wanting attention and wanting to, be the person that's shining the most. And she thought she was Trump and, all this stuff. So when he gave her the blues, they fired her. Someone such as her is like, nigga, I'm saying everything and shit.
So let me get this. Let me get this right. You used to watch The Apprentice?
I did. You didn't watch The Apprentice?
Yeah, no, that's very important. That's very important. So,
I watched The Apprentice.
In some ways, you were a fan of Donald Trump.
I like the way he said, "You were fired."
That's not the only thing. I don't think that one catch line drew that much.
But like,
it was a very interesting concept. Okay, so you're saying. To some degree, was I a fan?
You were a fan of
Donald Trump. You were supporting Donald Trump.
Let me say this.
And here's the reason why I didn't watch it. Fuck him.
I could easily say, dude, that I was some part of a fan of Donald Trump. And look, dude, it's in like 200 rap songs and shit. Niggas all talking about Donald Trump and shit. So he showed himself, though, the true self recently. Back in the 90s and all that, nobody didn't.
I never liked him because I remember reading something back in I remember reading a report like this around 2005 because that's when he got sued again for racism, and they went back and talking about how he had been basically sued for racism in his buildings since 1971.
I know.
And then I saw how
and his father was worse.
And his grandfather was a Klansman. His grandfather was arrested in a New York riot in the New York Klan riot in 1921. This motherfucker is a loser, and so is Omarosa. And like with her, I'm like, that bitch can kick rocks. She can stay where the fuck she is. She not invited to the barbecue. No, you can't get a rib.
What are some of the things she's alleging in the book?
She said I have tapes of him using the N-word. Right. I'm pretty sure he did. So he
was talking to you.
Exactly, he's talking to you. And so like she's saying that she's able to bring her phone in. She said she had all these recordings and everything.
Right.
And this was going to happen. I guarantee you this. They're going to arrest her ass. Because you're not supposed to have phones in the Oval Office and all that stuff. Yes, the people who are over security should have made them put in a little security bag or whatever and not bring them in there. But they're not going to put them white dudes in jail. They're going to put her ass in jail for doing it. I guarantee they're going to try it.
Well, they already said it wasn't against the law, the way she did it.
The way she did it?
Yeah.
They're going to find it. These motherfuckers create laws. We have Jeff Sessions up there.
They just probably
Jeff Sessions will pass a law tomorrow and say, bitch, you did it 2 years ago.
I think and there's another thing that's probably some type of like sharing of classified information that they could throw out to any of this shit.
All kind of stuff they can throw out there. They're going to try.
Would that be classified? The N-word in the Oval?
No, not that.
No,
not that. But I don't know what's in the book, though, but she's telling everything. The thing that would trip me out, though, is how she said, like, Mueller, she was like, I got a lot of tapes, and, hey, just tell Mueller to call me again, which said, like, basically he called before, and she was like, I got nothing for you, but now she's
let me say this. I believe what she's saying. Like, I'm pretty like what she's saying. Like, I'm pretty sure she's telling the damn truth.
Right.
But, bitch, fuck you.
Right. I think you're right.
You telling the truth, but you decide to lay down with them dogs, and you got there.
So but she handling it on her own. I mean, ain't nobody, no one has come to her like defense. You know what I mean? She's just
nobody, shouldn't.
She's doing this shit on her own, man.
I think the fucked up part is that I believe that everybody's getting in the uproar because they think something is going to happen to Donald Trump and nothing's going to happen to him. Like, I don't care what he's caught doing.
I ain't gonna let no black woman bring him down.
Yeah, man, please.
I don't care what he's caught doing.
I'm with you on that all day.
He has an assignment.
See, look, there's this concept that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
There's this book called The Spook Who Sat by the Door. This came out in the 60s. There's the cover of the book by Sam Greenlee. And what this book is about the CIA, right? And back then, there were no blacks in the CIA.
Okay.
So they had this issue where they had to basically hire at least one black in the CIA to, like, basically bring some diversity, right? So they picked out of, like, all these people
to take down Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Yeah,
go ahead.
and do probably many other things. And then they so they had it down to 4 people, and then got it down to 3. And this one special person, dude, all 4.0 student. He was a top athlete. He was top chess player. Everything. He was the baddest motherfucker they could find. Right? They hired him to be in the CIA, but they didn't let him do shit. They just let him, like, be in the office and shit. Right. So over time, he listened to all the stuff they did and all their strategies and what they were doing, and then he started sharing it with, like, the revolutionaries, and basically use that information to empower the people to, like do this, do they revolt, right? Great book, right? And a great concept. So there's many questions out there, and you can look it up, where people are saying, is she the new spook who sat by the door? Could she be?
No.
Why you think so, Melrose?
I think her position was more self-serving. So, like, when you have a different kind of intent, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not releasing your information to radical groups to curve the government awareness of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not giving you some inside information so that y'all could plot and scheme about this. Like, she's coming from an angle of, I'm on some tatty tail shit because he keep doing me like this. He keep doing me like this.
You are right about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all saw it on The Apprentice. He let me back in, get to the White House, and then kick me to the curb. Like, she on some tattletale shit. So she has a different perspective. She's on some I want to be famous shit. Because the spook that sat by the door, I don't think the nigga published a book about it. Like, this is the shit they doing and saying and yada yada.
Right, exactly. They took it to the streets.
And here's the thing with him: he sat by there and he was quiet about it, and he took it, like he said, he took it to the streets. He went out there and he's let them know, because we need more of that, you know. Black people we need to form our own CIA. We need to have people that infiltrate these organizations and bring back intel. That's what the Jews did in the 1900s. The Jews. Oh, the Jews. That's how that's one way one thing they helped them secure Israel and secure them. And secure their freedom in their own nation. They built basically their own intelligence agency out there on community. They didn't wait for somebody else. And they had a whole bunch of spooks who sat by the door. But Omarosa ain't that one. Omarosa is somebody. They had a whole bunch of them. Omarosa is somebody who got fired and pissed off and went right back to her underhanded tactics to go ahead and get some sort of revenge. Because at the end of the day, she ain't telling us nothing we don't already know. And at the end of the day, no matter what she says, that's not what's going to take down Trump unless a white man says it. So now if a white dude comes up in a book on this next book and says the same thing, they'll listen to him and take credit for what he's going to do, but they ain't going to listen to her black ass.
They're going to say snitches get stitches.
They're going to say, bitch, sit your ass down, get a TV show.
I just don't like how she was faking like she didn't know. She knew. She was there. And she was blinded. And I just was, in awe of Trump because he's successful and I wanted to be successful and all that. No, dude, she's too smart for that, dude. She is sharp, dude. Mm-hmm. She is planned, thought out, well planned. Dude, I'm not going for it.
Well, us as black people,
I don't think she's that smart.
Everything.
I think she is.
I think she's smart.
I think she's
everything
smart.
That's taken us down. Every time we've had a chance to have some sort of freedom in this country, it's always been taken down by somebody within informing the outside. It's not as if they were always so smart enough to stop our insurrections. You can literally go through every slave insurrection, through even the civil rights movement. Everything that was taken down was taken down by somebody like an Omarosa who was black, going back and going to people like Trump and letting them know the business. So fuck her. I don't trust her.
Not smart.
Get your ugly ass on out of here.
Not smart.
You look like John Sally, bitch. Sit down.
Not smart.
Damn.
Don't disrespect the sister like that, man. Even though she's not smart, don't disrespect the sister.
Okay,
man.
look, it was not cool that Trump called her a dog.
Oh, that wasn't cool.
That was not cool.
But at the end of the day, she lied down with one. That's between her and him. I'm on either side's team. But when Trump says dog, she's a proxy for the black community. And when he calls her a dog, he's talking about black people in general.
Exactly.
That's why I don't like it. But at the end of the day,
I think he was saying more like a female dog, but he couldn't say it like that on some player.
No, I think he did. I think it was both.
I think, you know what I mean?
The way he wrote it,
Trump's a real aggressive worded type cat. You know what I mean? Like when he says shit, he's really being his disrespect is full-fledged.
It's intentional.
Yeah, it's full-fledged. I don't even think you have to dig really deep into the insult. It's just like really what it is. Like, you know?
That's true. Like, you are a dog.
You're a dog. You're the worst of the worst.
Right. Is that a flea I see?
Yes.
That you wearing a collar?
He's really intentful.
Man, I think you're right about that.
Omarosa kick rocks.
Man. Anyway, man. All right, y'all. Let's take a little break, man. Play a quick little sizzong, man, and
we'll be back in.
We're gonna talk about.
We'll tell them when we get back.
Employees.
Love that loveliness right there. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. You a thunderstorm and I'm Katrina. I'm a big giant and you Thumbelina. I saw my first reggae show with Tipatinas, with Pato Bantan smoking his Sensamina. You dress like a ballerina. I'm a Leo, the real king, like Regina. I prefer the shotgun over the Nina, and the Rego over the Six Fina. I put my saw on your neck like talking Tina. I be jogging this shit, so I'm walking leaner. My mom's just died, so I'm talking meaner. I'm looking for Inglewood, has anybody seen her? I heard she fucked with Hawthorne on the side and smoke and drink with Gardena. I'm the middle line between good and bad, like the Los Angeles sports arena. You got roses in your bowl like Pasadena. I be with a gang of niggas like Altadena. They call us niggas and Mexicans wetbacks. It's how they keep that wedge between us. Can't fuck with me. From sea to sea, hey, from sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. Call me a nigga, that's the least of my worries. Niggas be busting.
What up?
We are back.
Hey, man, can we get a caller? Come on, y'all.
323-293-3375.
Calling now.
Number on the bottom of the screen.
Weigh in on this situation. The number is there, but you know, we kind of like to say it and shit.
Right there.
293-3375. That is 323-293-3375. We are looking for a caller right now.
Weigh in on some of this info, man.
Yes.
All right, so the next topic really is related to the last topic, which says, can you trust your employees? Can you trust your employees? Omarosa's employee sitting in the White House taping them. You know, having a conversation, you're taping them. Mm-hmm. Can you trust your employees? And these can be anybody. Folks that, you know,
coworkers,
clean your house. You know what I mean? They all up in your house. They all up, do your stuff in your dresser, in your closet, in your pockets, in your laundry. You know what I mean? Then there's coworkers, people that work for your company. Are they stealing your information? You know what I mean? I know I worked at McDonald's and niggas was stealing mad hamburgers.
No doubt.
We was getting mad hamburgers and mad, what is it? Sausage, egg, McMuffins, nigga? Oh, man. Like, can I order one of those and put like 4 in the bag, man?
Apple pies galore.
Oh, apple pies? All galore, that, man. So galore. I want to talk about it, man. Can you trust your employees? And that just depends on what your business is. It could be different, but what do you think about that?
One of the things that pops directly into my mind is trust them to do what?
Can you trust them? Good question.
That's because
let me give you an example.
How much trust are we trying to put into another person?
Well, how much trust can we put into them?
Not much.
Not much.
Not much.
I think it's an appropriate level for like. At the end of the day, you only gonna have like 1 or 3 or 4 best friends in your life that you can trust with everything. Outside of that, everybody else just people you run across. And so when it comes down to employees, it's no different than other people. Like you trust them to do a task. When I have an employee, like, if your job is to be at the store at 7 in the morning to open up, I'm gonna trust you to do that. Am I gonna trust you to put my wallet out in front of you? No. I don't know you like that.
Right.
But
okay.
you know what I mean?
But
so
you'll give him the key to your place,
and then
look at him and be like, okay, he's trustworthy. I can see, like...
You can have them do different things.
Yeah.
And then you may have somebody who has a role working with you that you give more open access to than the next person that comes after them because of just of energy vibe that you feel from them on an individual level.
Right.
So I think it comes down to... Because at the end of the day, it's irresponsible to put too much on somebody that can't handle it.
I think you can't...
You got people who got their own past and they're not quite confident that they over their little klepto skills or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily want to be put in that environment because they don't trust themselves.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you think about just the mere aspect of stealing.
Stealing or whatever the task is.
Stealing, destruction.
Like, do I trust you? Because when it comes to business,
I mean,
or just loss of income. You know what I mean?
Like, I gotta trust you to be accurate with your paperwork.
Right.
So I
or if
lose
you
no
don't
money.
go there and show up and open up the place,
Yeah.
nobody, damn, it's 10 o'clock. Nobody ain't been here for 2 hours. Where's everybody? You know what I mean?
So basically, that's the I think that's the dilemma that most entrepreneurs have, because without giving somebody trust, and you would actually have to be the person to stand there and watch them the whole time.
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
trade-off.
Which defeats the purpose of you having a
employees.
worker at all. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you got to be willing to say, I'm going to allow you to do the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, the trust is just on a performance basis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The very second you prove to be late, then I'm going to either have to replace you or, you know what I'm saying, come here and monitor you again. But trust is all about performance.
Yeah, and when it comes to trust, I trust you to do the task that I assigned you, that I hired you to do. Yeah. I trust you to do that.
Oh, that's
And
all.
then-
That's all as far as
and
the
then-
trust goes.
Yeah.
It's-
But within that, it could be things that cross blur lines. Like sometimes
I'm not
it
talking
may
to you
be-
about my personal life.
Yeah.
Like I'm not giving you anything that if shit don't work out with us, you'll go back and be like, man, that nigga man will be yada yada yada.
You may have to hand somebody the checks to take down to the bank, the bag sometimes. But that's something, and every now and again. So that may or may
then
not
you
happen.
can only give them enough money that you can afford to lose.
But going back to trust, it's like you have to trust them to do whatever their assignment is, and then they'll show improve. If they're good, if they can do it, you'll see it through their productivity and whatever it is you ask them to do. And that's how you. And then the more they become efficient at that, you may give them a little more trust in other areas, but you still watch them.
I think I feel you. We had this guy that worked at our barbershop who, this dude was like a quiet cat or whatever, and he seemed like he was all right. And about like 3 months in, man, he started tripping a little bit and acting like a little weird and shit. Mm-hmm. Turns out this motherfucker was on Sherm, dude.
Ah,
You never trust the quiet barber.
You never trusted a quiet barber?
You never
is that a
trust
rule?
them. That is an unwritten rule, because barbers are forthcoming. They're like, they spend their whole day and time talking about themselves.
That's
about,
a good point.
Like, you
this
know what
dude
I'm saying?
was.
You do not trust the quiet barber. Like, there's something up with my man. Yeah, he's on.
Came out,
and typically he's on drugs. But you have to watch what you.
Yeah,
these
typically
niggas be on drugs,
and they do it all day too, man. Like
they
the motherfuckers
go
that
in
be
the bathroom and take hits on you.
Exactly, or walk outside real quick to.
Who
to
next?
The sidewalk.
Who next?
Yeah.
I'm ready to cut now.
Melrose, you sit down.
And then the motherfucker sleep the other 2 hours. Like,
Yeah.
do not trust the quiet barber.
And then they be sweating and shit.
Yeah.
I think a barber that sweats a lot, that's a sign, man. Because this nigga used to sweat.
And if the nigga wear
Dude,
his
it ain't even
clothes
hot in here, nigga.
2 days in a row, nigga do 2 days in a row.
Yeah, not a barber. There's a lot of people that can, but not a barber.
But not a barber.
If he do 2 days in a row with the same clothes, be ready to fire this motherfucker. He's really getting to rock bottom.
This is
and
tricky.
He's about to start stealing.
He's gonna start
shop.
stealing. He's gonna start stealing. Look, if you're driving Postmates, nigga, you can wear the same shit 3-4 days in a row. Nigga.
Never do 2 days in a row in the same clothes.
But
nigga.
never,
be ready to fire this nigga. It's gonna be ugly.
Oh, he's hitting rock bottom.
Like, hey man, who seen my number 2 guard?
Oh shit! Somebody stole all the candy and shit.
This nigga's going to other barbershops selling your tools for the dirt cheap.
Oh, selling your Skittles, nigga.
Dirt cheap. Whenever a nigga come to a barbershop with like tools for the dirt cheap, you buy them, but you feel sad for the barber.
Oh.
Obviously got his shit
and
stole.
nigga got their little initials carved in it and shit, like RJ, okay.
Like, nigga, you're really gonna give me Masters, Edgers, and 76ers for $20?
Oh man!
And I got one message to barbers, man. Wash your hands. Cause I remember one time I was getting, this back when you getting a little your mustache lined up, and then you got to put the hand right here to get the. And the motherfucker, like, somewhere up in here, he didn't wash his ass. He didn't his ass.
Oh, man. That'll be my last time with that nigga.
Like, nigga, it smelled like ass crack.
The worst part is sitting there smelling the shit. Like,
yeah.
I said, dog, you got to wash your hands, brother.
Oh, man.
No disrespect.
Yeah, right after the shave.
No, now.
Y'all nigga, this is a...
No disrespect.
This is a well-groomed position,
And then throw some of that aftershave on your hands after you wash them and kill the rest of that bacteria from the shit nuggets.
And don't fucking hold my face like that. How about that?
Or the cigarette smoker.
The cigarette smoker?
These niggas will smoke cigarettes and then come cut your hair with the stench.
Oh, yeah, it'd be all up on you.
Yeah, like, nigga, that's another aggravating sound for a haircut. Smell.
I don't like them barbers that be on the phone all day and shit, dude.
Yeah, they be cutting their hair like...
Yeah, all that nigga, like, you are not properly paying attention, nigga.
Yeah, just come through.
Yeah.
I got 2, 1 in a chair. Right. No.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't busy.
Yeah.
No, I ain't busy.
Yeah, I hate them niggas. Right.
No, I ain't busy. What's up?
Yeah, like, zzz, and then you hear an excerpt like, zzz, like, nigga, I know you didn't plan that shit.
Your hairline at about 170-degree angle, and shit just be coming down.
Yeah, like, don't worry, man. I'll put a little swoosh right there, man, and you'll be good.
Yeah. I always, when niggas aggravating me, I always push his head back hard, like, you know.
Really? And then be like, sorry about that.
Just be busting a nigga head around. Man.
What's up with you? You had some disgruntled employees, man?
Have I? Yes, I have.
Talk about it.
This one cat who was working with us when we first started, I got word that he was a little unhappy about one time I changed the song.
What?
Yeah, this like in the barber code. This is the thing. Like, niggas only disgruntled if they not busy. When you're not busy in a barbershop, everything will fucking
aggravate everybody else.
Like,
when you sitting around,
when you sitting around just looking at shit, everything
like you in the day room.
You
like in the county day room, nigga. Like, man, look at that nigga.
So he told one of the other barbers who he kind of confided in, whom I've been working with forever. So, he instantly was going to tell me. But he was like, yeah, man, this nigga be acting like he the only one controlling music and this shit. And I told him to play a song, and he played it. And, before it was over, he switched it. Like, I'll fuck a nigga
up. Man, if you don't sit your petty ass down.
Oh, man, you don't want to shop, nigga. You don't want to work nowhere.
No, niggas, like... That is not uncommon for it to be on the, like, simplest shit.
There's too many bastards out here. I mean that literally.
Damn.
Too many bastards out here.
The shit be petty. Everything in a barbershop, when the niggas disgruntled, is about some petty shit. But at the end of the day, it's because you're not cutting hair. Every time
I run across, like, an extra petty dude like that, my first thing I ask him, you didn't have a daddy in your house growing up, did you?
Oh, man, you just go straight to it.
You go straight to it, Like, nah.
Show me a picture of your
daddy was shout
of y'all together. Show me you and your father.
He wouldn't even come around like your daddy probably lives somewhere else, but if he was at least coming around once a week, you'd have got slapped enough times not to ask no dumbass questions like that, or make no dumbass statements like that. Damn. You didn't have no cool uncles, nobody.
Yeah, what's his middle name, nigga?
He was raised around all aunties, grandmamas, and that's it.
But that's disgruntled workers come in all shape sizes. You know what I mean?
They do.
Like I was working with a disgruntled nigga, but he was like more about. He was a Muslim cat. He always felt like the man was watching us. Right.
Really?
He always, no matter what was going, like we could be in a bathroom and we'll be talking regular, and when he start talking about the job, he's just going to a whisper. He be like, hey, cause and we be like, yeah, call me shit. Hey, but I gotta tell you about this, cause
yeah.
Hey, let's talk about that. Let's talk about coworkers.
Nobody's listening, homie.
And when they ever talk about us, we do like this.
You know that.
You know they got cameras now, nigga, right?
This before cameras.
Yeah.
Shout out Tom. His name was Thomas. He would always whisper.
Let's talk about coworkers like that, because coworkers can you trust your coworkers?
Yes.
Because a lot of times,
I say no.
Yes.
No.
Can't trust them.
Because a lot of times you got a lot of these coworkers. It's a lot of people out there who really take their job serious. And they really want that promotion that's coming up. And so they'll be cool with you. They'll be on that Omarosa shit. Then the minute that promotion come up and you in line for it, they got all the dirt on your ass. Shit that you told them just at lunch thinking y'all cool and shit.
Nah.
Hey, man.
And here they come with the whole bag of information.
That's out there, bro.
There's too many schemers out there in corporate America.
Look, let me tell you this. This shit happened to me, man, where I was new at this company, right? I ain't gonna say the name. I was new at this company. And it was like a bunch of cubicles and shit, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, basically, it was my first day, and I already had shit planned where I'm supposed to, like, go take care of other business with HR and shit, right? So I had to leave. Nigga, I got up to leave and was taking my stuff, and this lady said over the cubicle, like, so, Michael, are you taking a half vacation day today? Said that shit loud as shit, man. And I was like, oh, it's like if I was trying to sneak out, she was putting me on full blast, bro.
I think you have to really pick your coworker friends.
That's important.
You have to know how to pick. And typically,
you can't have many of them.
No, it's only like you're blessed with maybe one or two real coworker friends in your working life. You know what I'm saying? Type of motherfucker that you don't just say, you don't tell them shit. You have to do shit with them.
Oh, but look, have you ever had a nigga that was your friend, or you was his friend, and one of y'all got a manager's position, and you was over him?
Flip.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Or they get the position and they change like a mug,
yes.
man.
Yes.
Like, dude, don't I know you, man? We've been acting the same way, man. Why
I
you
thought about
changing?
this shit when I was younger, I used to like really kick it with my coworkers, like in your early 20s and shit. Go out drinking and all that. Then you find out these motherfuckers is about their paper. They don't give a fuck about you. So you got to keep it at business with them. So like now, my coworkers, I found out, I literally have a coworker that stay in the apartment next to me, and I don't never been up in their place. I ain't never kicked it with them. Matter of fact, I saw the coworker this past Saturday. I said, "Where are you going?" She said, "We going to such and such birthday party." Another coworker. And they was all hanging out, and I was thinking,
they don't fuck with you.
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking,
they don't fuck with me.
He's outside the circle.
Yeah, and you know what I said?
You mean everybody there from the apartment?
No, for the job. And you know that? You're right. You know what I said to that? I said, thank God that means I rolled up. Because I don't want to kick it with none of these motherfuckers.
But still, in a way, man, you on the outside.
They don't fuck with
and
you.
I purposely put myself on the outside of my job. I purposely put myself on the outside. I don't want to be in that. Because when you're on the outside, you're also outside the drama.
I feel you. I feel you. All right, look, man, let's do Dopest Wackest, man. Today's subject for Dopest Wackest starts with hotels.
Dopest wackest.
What are the dopest wackest hotels?
I think we would have to say how much money are you spending? Is it a hotel or a motel? Do they qualify as the same? Or are we just talking about a place to stay for the night?
Melrose is for your choosing.
Okay.
We're talking of all the hotel chains out there. You know what they are.
Okay.
It don't have to be a chain either, but what's the dopest, wackest? Shall I go first?
Go ahead.
The dopest, wackest is Holiday Inn.
Yeah, because they everywhere.
They everywhere.
They gonna be consistent.
And they kind of cool, but
them bands are hard.
yeah,
but
it's whack as shit, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
it's whack. I fuck with you. I'm with you on that.
And the one in the rooms that are smoke-free rooms smell like smoke like a motherfucker. Like niggas done violated that shit a long time ago.
Yeah, that's a good one. My answer gonna be a little different. It's gonna come from the experience I had last week when I was me and Marv was out of town. We stayed at the dopest little bread and breakfast hotel up in Greenville, California. That's about an hour above Napa. You know what I mean? We had a king suite. It was beautiful, but we got there on the wrong goddamn day, and that's what made it whack.
Wait, what?
It's something I never heard of until that day. We went in this town, and it was something called Lazy Bear.
Town?
It's a small little
that's scary.
Town.
When a nigga go to a town, that's scary.
Here they come.
That's scary for niggas that been in the hood too goddamn long.
It's them.
I wanted to go to nature.
We were waiting for you.
We was up there with the where the little redwood trees are, the big ass 1,400-year-old trees. We was in the middle of the forest. Nice, beautiful place. But we came on the wrong day. It was something called Lazy Bear Weekend, and I had never heard of it.
Nigga, obviously not.
What it was basically, imagine a small town. You in a 5-star hotel.
It's all big niggas.
And it's a whole bunch of big gay motherfuckers. And literally the whole town was men. The only women in town was my wife, some other dude had his wife at our hotel, and the employees. Whoever was working, wherever they was working. Other than that, it was gay-ass men in a whole goddamn town. We went to 3 different restaurants, couldn't sit down and eat because they were all had hour-and-a-half waits.
Wait a minute.
For these gay-ass men.
But wait a minute. You couldn't sit down? Is that what you said?
We couldn't eat. Like, we couldn't do shit.
You couldn't eat or you couldn't sit down.
I didn't sit down.
That's a difference.
And these motherfuckers, so we was in a dope-ass hotel.
So you chose the standing position, huh?
Yeah, chose the standing position.
Did you have a choice?
That's their gay-ass mind, not mine.
I said nothing gay.
Was there a choice?
They got the gay pauses going on right now. Yeah. That made it whack though. It was a whole bunch of
damn. What the fuck was it? Like a festival?
It was a festival. It was like a once a year festival.
Oh damn!
And we
went on that.
And we came in on the last night. And you know the last night's always the biggest night.
You know when he Googled this came up. He
didn't
sure
press
the
you
other
didn't
link.
know.
He didn't press the other link. It said Lazy Boy Weekend.
Hey, honey, I think I know when we should go.
This sounds like a lot of comfort, a lot of relaxation.
Man.
It says Lazy Bear.
It didn't say nothing about that. We got there. I was
damn, that was fucked up.
Sounds
But what happened? But the next day it was cool, right?
The next day, me and the wife went to Mount Shasta while they was clearing out. And then when we got back, they was all gone. It was dope again.
Did you wear like a lot of like earplugs and shit when you tried to sleep? Like, could you?
It was a whole bunch of it. It was quiet, man. I know some grinding going on, and I'm just
relax. It was a penis pull.
Relax, man.
I got a dopest wackest.
What's your dopest wackest? That's a good one though. I mean, I don't know if we could top that. Go.
Dopest wackest. I'm going to go with the historical Snooty Fox. Dopest wackest.
The Snooty. That is.
It's dope because you know that at the Snooty, you guaranteed you're going to hit something.
Yes.
And all of the greatest sex scenes have happened in the room. It's whack because you know that same fact, and it's you almost can't touch shit in the room. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. You got to come with your own sheet in the motherfucker.
Oh, you got to.
Don't touch the
backpack.
And don't touch the top cover. Whatever you do,
don't touch the remote, nigga.
Don't touch the remote.
Oh, you touch that remote, nigga. Ladies can get pregnant, nigga, by just picking up a remote in that motherfucker.
Like, this ain't my baby. It happened at the Snooty.
Yeah. There's DNA all on that.
I told you I couldn't cut the remote.
That's a pretty good one, man. Let me tell you this, man. I have never been in the Snooty Fox.
Wow. You're from Pasadena, though. It makes
Nah,
sense.
from
Yeah, you
Inglewood.
from way
You
up.
from Inglewood?
Not from Inglewood.
I bet you've been to the one on
The Hilltop?
There's other ones.
yeah.
There's the Hilltop in Stockton.
The classic, the classic
Hilltop?
one.
No, I've never been to that, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Damn.
I'm not a hotel type nigga, though, man.
I'm not either, but I was when I was 18. When I was 19, shit, I was a Snooty Fox Hilltop going,
man.
Well, I know niggas was at the Snooty Fox. I'm just saying,
When I was 20?
it got by me, man.
Mike he was at the Holiday Inn. He's like, I'm at the
Mike had his
a
own.
Holiday Inn.
Days in.
Mike was dealing with chicks that had their own apartment. But did you go away to college?
I did. I went to Morehouse.
So that's different. So you was
went
you
to
actually went
Morehouse.
away to college. So you had that dorm room action.
Exactly. I had
That nigga came back though.
I lived with my parents when I was in college, so I had to I had to use motels frequently.
Nigga came
Oh,
back.
you had to.
Yeah, I lived with
Yeah.
my parents when I was in college.
Yeah, it had to be a part of your repertoire.
Had
nigga.
to be.
Like,
But you know what? I'm glad I did it that way because I graduated college with zero debt, and the motels, hey, that's $24 for 3 hours.
and they
That's
know you
cheaper than
well.
paying for
They
student
know you
loans.
well, baby. Wait. You said how
3
much?
hours.
How much?
The Hilltop used to be 25 for 3 hours.
3 hours.
Hell yeah.
Damn, niggas putting in some work in that motherfucker. 3
Hey,
hours.
you got mirrors on the ceilings and on the wall. But you say you bring your own sheet. Fuck this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And shit, bed bugs, nigga galore. Bed bugs,
I ain't been
bed
to the
bugs.
Hilltop in a minute.
You talk like a nigga who never been to the Snooty Fox.
I have not. For me?
Yeah.
Oh, I had that voice?
Yeah, no. When you mention bed bugs, like, come on, man, that's part of the Snooty. Like, you
part
might
of the
run into a
snooty.
bed bug. It's just a fact.
Hey, honey, can you move those bed bugs over a little bit? I'm about to sit down right here. So like
You got a
that.
blue light to Snooty.
All right, look, man, this shit right here is crazy. I saw this hashtag called "What's Your Death Cry?" And what that means is, what will you sound like at the point of death using these various objects? Okay, like if you're stabbed, if you're shot, blah blah blah. Right. So, gentlemen, my trusty, very skillful impromptu comedians right here. I'm gonna give you the utensil, and you're gonna give me the sound.
Okay.
All right, Melrose, you can go first.
Okay.
If you are put to your death by meat cleaver, how does it sound? Right when that shit go.
What's a meat cleaver? I know.
You don't even know. Oh gosh,
That big ass.
like
big ass
the
knife that
butcher
Bugs Bunny
used.
used to use to chop off.
Yeah, like a machete. Like the butcher when he like chopping up some shit. Nigga, a meat cleaver.
Don't.
It'll be no.
That shit sound real, Melrose. I love it. All right, Dewan, same thing, man. Meat cleaver, man. How's it sound?
Fuck it.
Oh, you just take it like that? Like you swing it, you just
Because if you gotta make, if I can't whoop your ass, do nothing about it. The screaming ain't gonna help.
No. What I'm saying is the sound you make when that meat cleaver chops you. Are you gonna be silent like? Ah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Melrose Uncut. For you, what is the sound you make if you get shot?
Damn, cuz.
Ah, that's pretty good. Dewan, shot.
I probably sound like Ricky. Ah!
I think I might be on that a little bit like, My shit'll be quick like, Oh, man, that's stupid. All right, man, this is a different one. What would it sound like if you die from poison? That's pretty good, Melrose. That sounds like some poison shit right there. What's up, Tawan? What's up with the poison?
I got poison?
Yeah. Oh, man. I know. I think my shit would be very slight. It would just be like...
The fuck?
Like that nigga took his last breath peacefully. All right, man. Look, y'all. We had an hour. Man, I had fun with y'all tonight, man. Love you guys, man. All right, man. For real, man. I'm King Mike Boogie, man. Y'all already know who I am and how I get down and where you can find me and all that good stuff, man. Anyway, much love. Happy summer. What's up to the poetess? Give her some love. Sheena in the back. Melrose, where can they find you?
You can catch me tomorrow night at the Savoy. I will be doing the pre-show at the Spike's new Yadda.
Okay.
And Friday night, I'm hosting at the J Spot, man. So pick a show, come your ass to it. My suggestion.
Get there.
BreakthroughAS.com, BreakthroughAS.org. It should be up next week, hopefully. That's my company website for IEP advocacy, helping your kids get through the school district.
No doubt.
I've been working like hell on that, comedy took a back seat, just so I can get my business up and everything running. So once that's up and running, I'm going to let y'all know. Then I'll be back on stage like a motherfucker again.
All right, party people. Well, shit, that's what it is, y'all, man. We on our way out of here. Melrose, take us out with a freestyle.
I'm chilling.
I like my green with crystals. Just picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh. And promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.
The Consortium of Health and Military Performance, also known as CHAMP, of the Uniformed Services University of Health and Science, known as USUHS, is conducting a study to understand a possible genetic link between sickle cell trait, known as SCT, and exercise-related events, known as EREs, such as exertional rhabdomyolysis, muscle damage, heat stroke, and or collapse. We are inviting African-American men and women with sickle cell trait and their family members to participate. Participating in the study will require you to complete a health history questionnaire, a form authorizing our study physician to gather health information from you and your healthcare provider, as well as a one-time blood donation. In order to qualify for the study, you must meet the following criteria: be African American, be sickle cell trait positive, be able to read, speak, and understand English, be between the ages of 18 and 80, and currently not being treated for any mental or psychological disorders. Participation is completely voluntary, and your decision will not impact your healthcare. The results for this study are for research purposes only and are not intended to directly benefit any individual for confidentiality reasons. However, the results of this study are intended to help better shape policies and associated health risks affecting the SCT community. Participants may be compensated for their time. To join the study, or if you would like additional information regarding the study, please contact the study team by phone, area code 240-479-9514, or email sctstudy-ggg@usuhs.edu.